until I hit my last breath. Music's everlasting even if past death. Not overacting, music's never past tense. Colliding with the greats, welcome to this crash test.
Here we are, we're back for another episode of the BringTheBars podcast. This is episode 21, and I'm your host, KC. Today we have a fresh guest. Last episode I did a recap, and then I was on hiatus for a week. So this is the first interview I did in, I think, about 3 weeks. I was very excited to get back into it and get back to interviewing all this great underground talent. And what a guest I had. What a fun interview for my first one back with an artist by the name of Zak J. That's Z-A-K and then the letter J. You can find him on all streaming platforms. He's got a unique, more mainstream sound, but very lyrical and very intent on spreading a message with his lyrics. So you guys got to check him out. That's Zak J, all streaming platforms, major platforms. Also, he is on YouTube as well, and he has a music video to one of his tracks, Too Late. You guys got to check that out. Well shot music video, well done. And actually, before I get to the interview, I'm going to run the track Too Late for you guys right here on Freedom K Radio. And if you're interested in the music video, make sure you go to YouTube and check it out. That's Zak J. All right, let's get this episode going. Episode 21, Zak J starting off with his track Too Late.
They always show love when it's too late. I don't want your love, it's too fake. You switch up so much, I call you Two-Face. I'm about to run far away with a suitcase. I said they always show love when it's too late. I don't want your love, it's too fake. You switch up so much, I call you Two-Face. I'm about to run far away with a suitcase. You looking faker than a toupee that's on Trump's head. Man, I hope in a week that Donald Trump's dead. I've been grinding, I've been timing all of my releases, but people steady sleeping like the mattresses they leasing. I'm feeling like a demon, I'm a lyrical behemoth. But when I walk around, people treat me like my size. I'm only 5'4", so I keep the 4'5". But don't get me wrong, I really love life. I'm feeling like the Reaper, chilling with my Nina. Everybody talking guns, and honestly I'm sick of it. I'm such a fucking hypocrite, I don't fucking give a shit, because I know that there's deeper fucking shit to this. We need reform of some form. The norms are not norm, and now you've been warned of the storm. Yeah, the storm is fucking coming, and if we do not brace it, it might turn us into nothing. Yeah, the answer's love, but everybody popping perks, getting high off the drugs. And now you're like, Zach, but you be popping tabs and shit. Well, to me that is not a drug, it's a medicine. I'm trying to show you, you don't have to escape. I'm trying to show you how to deal with your pain. I'm trying to show you that being you is cool, but if you ain't spreading love, then you can suck my tool. I said they always show love when it's too late. I don't want your love, it's too fake. You switch up so much, I call you Two-Face. I'm about to run far away with a suitcase. I'm feeling grateful and hateful and prideful and spiteful. My mind full of knowledge and I cannot stop it. We need to make change, I'm going insane. I need you to listen, for I blow my brain. New age, new slave, you need to awake your brain. Do you wanna live or do you wanna die? Well, you're gonna do both, so don't waste your time. That's why I'm gonna fly to an island. I live with no regrets, I'm always trying to grow. I just wanna be the best. I need a new culture, cause America's depressed. So when I disappear, don't ask me why I left.
All right, another episode of BringTheBars. This is episode 21, and we got ourselves Zak J, Zak Johnson in today. I want you to introduce yourself to everybody listening about your music and where they can find you.
Man, I'm just a hippie in Colorado. You can find my music on all major platforms. I basically am trying to show people that you can be yourself and stick to whatever sound you want. So I'm trying to use the trap sound to make like a hippie vibe, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's really it. I'm Zak J.
Yeah, I can hear it, man, definitely in your music. And to go right to the beginning, what first made you want to start writing music and what drove you to record it?
I want to say other artists, to be honest. Like, I never even thought about it. I actually started rapping other people's music to people. So like, I'd be in high school rapping Kendrick, at lunch. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know why. And I would get it down like perfect, like his flow and everything. And then one day out of nowhere, I just started telling everyone, I was like, I'm a rapper, bro. Like I'm gonna be a rapper because I realized that I could really get this down. And so for like a year or so, I was just telling people like I'm gonna do this before I ever even attempted it. And then when I made my first song, that's how I knew it was a rap, bro. It was time to really focus because that shit came out and it was fire, bro. Like I don't know, I wasn't ready for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it came out nice. I've went through a lot of your stuff. How long have you been like taking it seriously now with the whole creating your music?
I want to say that I've been taking it pretty serious for like 3 years now, but it's weird because I feel like since I'm doing it all on my own and I'm learning as I go, I get
Yeah.
more serious as time goes because I have more things that I can apply to my hustle.
Yeah, exactly. And you always learn something different where you can even, like you say, you do it all on your own. So I guess, do you have like your own home studio? Do you mix and master yourself, all the tracks yourself?
I guess I don't do it all on my own. Like I find the people that I work with and everything, but I do record myself. I'm actually sitting right next to my little setup that I have in the basement.
Yeah, that always makes it nice, to have your own setup and never have to outsource it.
Yeah, exactly. It saves me money too.
Yeah. And you got like a unique sound too, and like a really clean, fresh sound. So you're saying for the mixing and mastering parts, like who produces a lot of your tracks?
That's pretty much all my guy Matty Moonshine in the Philly area. I always say New Jersey for some reason because he works with a lot of people that I work with over there. But he's in Philly. He's super talented. He's actually mostly focused on the beats and stuff. He just helps me out with the mixing, and it's kind of dope that it comes out so clean. I keep trying to tell him he should probably do more of it.
Yeah, it does come out really clean. He should definitely keep going with it for sure. And you're like I guess you're one of the newer members, I guess, of the whole Bring the Bars group. I don't remember if I invited you into the group, or how did you hear about the Bring the Bars group?
It was Chronos Justin.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
he
great
he
guy.
invited me, man. I met him. Do you know Fabian? He shoots videos over in Hobbs, New Mexico.
No, I don't.
Well, I met him at a show that I did in Denver after my set, and he's a super cool guy. And then I met Kronos through him, and then so he invited me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah. I've worked with him many times, man. Kronos is a great guy.
Yeah, he just came down. I don't know if you saw the pictures he posted. He was just here. We went on a hike, had a good ass conversation. He's a super cool guy. The energy's super pure from him.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of the stuff he posted. He went on a huge trip and visited actually quite a few people from the group. It was cool to see. It kind of made me jealous. I want to do my rounds, but I'm stuck even in a whole different country.
Where are you at again?
I'm in Canada.
Oh shit,
I'm up
that's
north,
crazy,
man.
bro. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. So it's kind of hard, but I definitely want to, after this whole, COVID crap blows over, I definitely want to find a way to do some sort of road trip up to your guys, like in the States.
Well, yeah, if you're ever in Colorado, man, just let me know. And if it's after a year or so, I'm gonna be in Oregon or something. It actually just depends. I'm trying to leave the country. I don't know if you listened to Too Late. That's something that I rapped about. I mean, I know you listened actually. You've been telling me about it. So,
Yeah.
but at the end of it, where I talk about disappearing, that's a huge part of my message. I think about leaving all the time.
Yeah. Like you just want to go, where would you want to go if you were to leave?
It really depends on how much money I have when I leave because if I'm broke, then I think about going to like third world countries where money really isn't an obstacle and I could just be a farmer and be happy being poor. Or if I have a little more, like a little chunk of change and I want to go somewhere like Japan, I'm thinking.
To get back to the music a little bit, you're talking about Too
Right.
Late, which I wanted to talk to you about. And that was a great music video as well. Start, like whose idea was it? Like who did you outsource the video to film?
That's my dude, Joey Sparks. He's a local dude here. I was just going on Instagram trying to find videos, and all of a sudden I found a clip of his. I was like, oh, I got to work with this guy. I contacted him. The connection was real pure, and so I actually look forward to working with him on future projects because the quality was so good on that first one. And thank you for that. I appreciate you, by the way.
Oh man, of course. I think that was the first thing that introduced me to you and your music was that video. And yeah, that was a great video. The whole thing about it, the sound, the video, the whole production, man, on point. And I mean that for sure, for real.
And that's
Like,
actually produced by Matty too, the guy that I was talking about earlier. It's not just mixed by him. He made the beat too.
yeah. Oh, he did. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's dope track, man, for sure. And another one, I guess your newer ones, I don't know if it's your newest, but Samurai Zach, which by the way, I love the title. So far, so good. What a fun interview. We talked about it a little bit. We're going to run the track Samurai Zach from Zach J.
Samurai Zach. Yeah. Samurai Zach. Samurai Zach. Samurai Zach. Bitch, it's Samurai Zach. I got that sword on my hip and I'm smoking on pack. I drop tabs, then I rap. Bitch, I'm Samurai Zach. I medicate and meditate, writing rhymes alleviates stress from my day to day. I'm just trying to pave the way on this road of dirt. They asked me how I know so much, I said it comes from hurt. They asked me how I do so well, I said it's cause I learn. Yeah, I dedicate and designate my energy to love. And as I educate and demonstrate, it elevates the young. I'm a hippie in my heart, but I grew up with some thugs. They be popping perks, sipping lean, while I'm dropping tabs and shit. They acting like I'm crazy, but at least I don't do heroin. Ha, 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 I'm not hating, I'm debating. But if my drugs are bad, then please give me a reason, bitch. Maybe you should pop some fucking cabs, bitch. Yeah, I got some tabs, bitch. If you got some questions, hit my line, I got some answers. Why you smoking blunts? Bitch, you smelling like cancer. Fuck Joe Biden, bitch, I wanted Bernie Sanders. Fuck politics, I'm eating mushrooms out the planter. I don't got kryptonite, I got this bitch Amber. I hope someone beats her ass to death with a hammer. Little bitch, Samurai Zach. Samurai Zach. Samurai Zach. Bitch, it's Samurai Zach. I got that sword on my hip and I'm smoking on pack. I drop tabs, then I rap. Bitch, it's Samurai Zach. I must kill like cool. I don't fuck with you. If you wanna talk some shit, I'ma say achoo. Allergic to that bullshit, I just want my guap. If you are a fucking thot, come to my crib and give me top. Every day I'm fucking ballin', feeling like a hawk, cause I'm flying and I'm falling right into my spot. I know this shit is destined, I'm feeling like a blessed bitch. They hate it and they question, talk to me with aggression. That's what happens when your brain's filled with depression. I don't wanna talk some shit, I wanna say let's get it. I said let's get it twice, I'll say it 3 times, but I will not say it 4, cause you're wasting my time. My time, it is valuable. People are some animals, it's okay, I'll lead the way because they're pretty malleable. Yeah, they did that for a reason. If you need a fucking leader, I'm your guy, you know I lead this shit. Samurai Zach, bitch, that is my name. I like to smoke on pack, I've done that shit since 5th grade. Samurai Zach, bitch, that is my name. They all saying that I changed, but I'm saying they stayed the same, bitch.
And one of the things, I take away from your music, and especially this track, is you're really against, I guess, a downer kind of drug culture, and you're more into the psychedelic route and stuff like that. What is it about like psychedelics that you enjoy that you think people should experience?
I actually have like a phrase. I don't know if it's a popular phrase. I don't know where I heard it, but I say no escape drugs. I don't like any drugs that kind of distract you from your problems. And if you're going through problems and you eat a bunch of mushrooms, you're going to be sitting there for 6 hours trying to figure that shit out. And so I really like to promote, if you're going to be getting fucked up and going to be doing things, be safe if you're not going to be doing the drugs that I don't like. And if you're doing the drugs I like, then you should be using that shit to grow, because it's not just a party drug.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, yeah, these escape drugs, man, for real. A lot of people use a lot of things to escape just everyday life, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and have you ever went down the like microdose route with mushrooms or anything like that?
When I have mushrooms, I trip so often, like big doses, that I don't see the point in doing it. But when I have done it, I do really enjoy it. I kind of describe it like that movie. What's his name? Is it Matthew McConaughey with the pill that they take, and it makes him like just super functional? I think it's called Limitless.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's from
Yeah,
the guy with the hangovers in it. I forget his name.
yeah, yeah, him. And
Yeah.
that's how I describe it though, basically, because I don't know how to. I don't know. Sometimes when you're having an off day, things just don't connect. Like you feel it, and you don't want to perform like you usually do. But when you're on a microdose, it's like it's so much easier to see things for what they are and to let the things that are just thoughts pass by.
Yeah, I kept hearing about it, especially a lot more lately. It's become more of a, I guess, popular thing to do now with mushrooms and stuff like that. I've heard it through a lot of even hip hop artists. Like I listened to Chris Webby is kind of where I heard a lot about microdosing was from him.
See, and I think personally, I'm just not into it because don't get me wrong, there's definitely benefits, and I recommend it to people who don't want to do what I do. But there's something about hallucinating that vividly. Like you can literally see a person telling you from an outside perspective how to fix your life, and it's like a spiritual experience. And usually you can't tell yourself like how to fix yourself. Like it's not the same, it's not an outside perspective when it's coming from you, but psychedelics really give you the ability to give yourself an outside perspective.
Yeah, man. Well put. I haven't done much of them. I've done mushrooms here and there, but nothing ever like that many times. Probably, I guess 3 times in my life. I find it hard to get where I'm at.
Did you do like big doses?
Yeah, all 3 times I went like overboard with it. And the second time I did not enjoy it at all.
Talk about that. Why not?
I don't know. Just everything felt weird. I just went into like a major panic mode. I wanted like out of it. And this was first time I did it. I had a blast. I watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with my
Okay.
buddies. I had a blast. The second time it was just me and my cousin, and it just I don't know. It hit me wrong, but it wasn't bad enough because I did end up doing it a third time, and I had fun that time too. It was just
So
I don't know.
is it
Maybe
like
my
a
mindset wasn't right at that time. I was going through a lot of shit. It kind of creeped me out. So
do
I
you,
don't know. Yeah.
do you feel like you learned from it though? Like maybe it was a rough experience that taught you?
Yeah, it actually like showed me because, like I said, I was in a really low spot, and it kind of like brought it all to the forefront, like right in that moment where it's like, how am I going to face these demons, I guess, and conquer everything that I'm facing right now? So yeah, I actually did learn a lot from it.
See, and that's my biggest thing about them. Like I had to learn to not expect a good experience. And I use good and bad in quotes because I've learned to enjoy those quote unquote bad trips. But it's really nice to somehow tell yourself like, bro, stop being distracted and fix this shit.
Yeah, it was a trip, one of the trippiest experiences I ever went through. That's for sure. Except for one time, I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, or man, I can't even remember what it's called now. Um, it was legal here in Canada for a bit. And you'd take one rip of it, and you'd end up like dead on the ground, tripping out and seeing everything you can possibly see, and it lasts like 5 minutes. I forget what it's
Is
called.
it like a powder or is it like flour?
It's like a flower. Yeah, you smoke
Is
it,
it
and
salvia?
it is salvia. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is.
You said you've done that?
Yeah, I did that in high school.
Did you enjoy it? That's something I have no interest in. It kind of scares me when I watch people do it.
No, I did not enjoy any part of that.
Something that
No,
I think
that
is
was
kind
not
of dope.
fun.
Well, it's kind of good to hear that because it makes me not want to do it. Not for you,
Yeah,
not for you,
not worth it.
but almost like for wisdom, learning from your experience. But the thing that I compare it to is DMT. Have you ever done that?
No, no, I've heard a lot about it, but no.
If you ever get heavier into shrooms, I always recommend that people do it after a little more experience with psychedelics. But it's only like a 10-minute trip, and it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's life changing to say the least. It'll have you experiencing so much in your own mind within 10 minutes that you come back feeling like a whole new person.
Yeah, I've heard so much because I actually tune in a lot to the Joe Rogan podcast, and he talks a lot about DMT, like quite often actually. And he talks how it's just so hard to even describe it, but like when you come out of it, you'll see almost the whole world differently.
Yeah, exactly. And it's crazy how something like that can give you so much information. It almost makes you realize how much information we already have within. Because if you don't know that stuff, there's no way the drugs are just giving you knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so it's like, how do we tap into that almost without the drugs? That's something I think about all the time. Like,
yeah,
I
because
know it's
like you
there.
said, you don't just get magically like learn something because of the drugs. It's been stored in your brain this whole time, and it just pulled it out.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, that would be interesting to see. Like you said, the perfect movie was the Limitless one, where it taps into every part of your brain.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now it's time for Random Bars. This is a segment where I randomly choose somebody from the Bring the Bars Facebook group. If you're listening on Freedom K Radio and you're a fan of underground music or you're an artist yourself, join Bring the Bars on Facebook. You definitely won't be disappointed. But what I do is I do a random draw, randomly select one artist from the group, and the winner this week was an artist by the name of R.A.P. fellow Canadian, actually, from Toronto here in Canada. I'm in Canada as well. It's rare when I run into some fellow Canadians in the group and on this show. But I'm going to run a track from R.A.P, and this is Music Equals Everything.
R.A.P. Trezor.
Yo.
Fucking Randy.
Can't say I love everyone, but music is my everything. Can't describe it more than all of the love and the life it brings. Shows me new truth and vibes I didn't know that I had within. Can't say I love everyone, but music is my everything. Music is my everything. Music is my everything. Music is my everything. Music is my everything.
I don't hate everyone, but I truly love the music. I could have been a better son if I did not confuse it with being a veteran. When the game, I barely knew it, but the flow I let it run, so my dreams are more than lucid. Who's this rapper that spits it fluent when he is the newest, but can still leave him clueless? Learning this just like students studying the movements. Everything behind him a ruin. Instead he kills the game as a nuisance. Who's this? It's R.A. to the motherfucking P. They call me rhythm and poetry. Today's standard in music. Check out the potency. Heal you the way it's supposed to, just like that lotus seed. But they can't handle the heat you would get from most cuisine. Funny how I used to wish people would notice me, but with the growing popularity I wanna say no to greed, because music is my everything. Yo, everything to me.
Can't say I love everyone, but music is my everything. Can't describe it more than all of the love and the life it brings.
Yep.
Shows me new truth and vibes I didn't know that I had within. Can't say I love everyone, but music is my everything. Music is my everything. Music is my everything. Music is my everything. Music is my everything.
Music is my everything. If I could, I'd buy that lady a wedding ring, and we could move on to better things. Opportunity calling, but I'm just gonna let it ring. Music at the top of the list that I'd be measuring and severing. No ties to Shakespeare if you check the lettering. Music equals everything. International language. Useless evils festering. Inner rational damage. R.A.P. yeah. Chezor yeah. We better yeah. Music forever yeah.
Thank you, R.A.P, for sending that in. You're a great artist, man. Congrats on winning the draw. Hopefully you'll win a draw for an interview in the near future. I'd love to talk to you. But as for now, let's get back to Zach J. Looking here, and we're going to hit a mid-segment, actually, of our interview that I always do with the guest. It's a segment called Pick the Bars. So what I usually do is I would name off two artists, and then I'd have the guest choose which artist they prefer over the other one, give a little explanation. But with you, I'm going to do a little twist on it, do it a little differently, because I saw a post you made. It was, I don't know, I guess a week or two back now, and you're talking about what everybody listens to besides hip hop, like what other genres of music.
Right.
So I'm going to switch it to you, and I'm going to give you the choice between two genres of music, and you choose which genre of music you prefer over the other one.
Okay, sounds good to me.
So the first one I'm going to choose is between country music and punk music.
Oh, that's punk easily. I don't know why I hate country, but country is just a no-go for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I can respect it, but I do not listen to country at all.
I don't even respect it. To be totally honest with you, I don't get country.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. I couldn't even name anything going on in country, but yeah. Next genre here would be R&B or soft rock.
Oh, that's kind of tough because those are both some solid genres. I'm gonna have to go with R&B though, because I listen to more like modern music and I don't see as much soft rock coming out.
Yeah, I would go the R&B route as well. And also I grew up with a lot in R&B and soft rock as well, but it was more definitely R&B on my side.
Right.
And then we'll go actually two kind of variations of rap. Would you choose 90s to 2000s hip hop, or would you choose 2010 to 2020s hip hop?
I definitely pick new school just because that's what I grew up with.
Yeah, and it suits your sound for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I came from all of that, so it's hard for me to go back even further.
Yeah. And next one here, two totally random genres, but we'll go disco or we'll go reggae.
Reggae for sure. I actually want to make reggae. It sounds weird because everyone sees me as a rapper, but I want to totally make like a solid reggae album.
That's funny because I was actually going to lead to a question I had for you later on was if you wanted to, would you branch out to a different genre of music? And I guess, yeah, reggae.
Oh yeah, 300%, bro. I'll do every kind of music except country.
I don't blame you, man.
Yeah.
So like outside of hip hop, would like reggae be probably your top genre that you listen to?
Oh no, I just really like the vibe, and there's something I think the way they produce reggae is unique to its genre, like the time signatures and stuff that they do. And so I wanted to bring kind of like a different feel to that than what reggae already has. As far as what I listen to, do you know? I don't even know what to categorize it. Do you know who FKJ is? French Kiwi Juice.
No, I do not.
I listen to him like all the time. I guess you could kind of categorize him as electronic music. It's not like dance music, but he produces everything. He can play like every instrument, and it's just beautiful. If you have time to look into him, I would 100% recommend him.
Yeah, man, that's what I love when I interview a lot of people on this show is and I tell them all is drop it in in my messenger after so I don't forget because I've been introduced to a lot of people through a lot of these interviews, so I'll definitely check it out.
No, I got you. He has this fire video. I think it's like 20 minutes, and he plays his whole last album, or at least most of it, live in the studio. And do you know who Boss is off of Dreamville?
No, not really.
BAS.
Not familiar.
He's a really dope rapper. I really fuck with him. But he has a song, and he brings Boss in the studio for that whole video, and it's kind of dope to have him singing live in the studio. I think you'll really enjoy it. I got you. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, man, I'll definitely check it out because, like I said, I've been introduced to a lot of people. Like I thought I knew. There's so much out there; it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
and I can pull a lot of like names and stuff, but I get people will mention a name, and I'll be like, never heard of that, and then they'll send it to me, and then I'll end up listening to them for a week straight.
I think it's kind of crazy that you haven't heard of Boss just because he's on Dreamville with J. Cole.
I know J. Cole, obviously, like a lot of J. Cole. One of my favorite songs is the one "Don't Let Nos Down" from J. Cole. But
Right.
I don't know. I guess maybe I'd have to hear him. That name just doesn't stand out for me.
Yeah, it's like Nas but with a B.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'll have to check it out then. Maybe once you send it my way, because I know one time, I forget who it was, send me a track, and then he's like, "Oh, you never heard of him?" Once I heard the track, I was like, "Oh my god, I heard this like 10 times."
That shit comes on shuffle all the time.
Yeah, and I go through a lot of music, so sometimes I just got to hear it and a lot of names, so it's crazy.
Right, I feel you got to connect that.
Yeah, that's all right, man. And with rap music, like, what kind of artists, like, what were your biggest influences in your music for artists like starting out?
Kendrick, Mac Miller. I feel like I sound like such a cliche white kid naming all these artists, but
R.A.P. Mac Miller, man, one of the tops for sure.
Dude, I was heartbroken when that shit happened. I was in
Same
Puerto
here.
Rico when I got the news, and it just killed the whole vibe.
Yeah, that was a rough one. And you were saying Kendrick, yeah, that's a big one for sure.
I'm trying to think back. Isaiah Rashad is up there. There's people that I just used to listen to, and what I would do is just like learn their song to the T, like it was my song. And I think that's what really inspired me to make my own shit. Because I don't know, when you have the flow ingrained in your head, then I can almost put my own lyrics over their lyrics just because I know how the rhymes are supposed to sound, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well put. And like you're saying with these newer artists too, the ones that you're naming off that you respected, they all still had lyrics. Like they all have lyrics. It's not
absolutely. Kendrick was over here talking about shit that I wish people would talk about. Like right now, it's all I'm in a gang and I sell drugs and all this bullshit. But I wish people were talking about like what's going on in the world or even their life. Like tell me a story.
All right, we're gonna take another little interview break. I have another track I'm gonna run for you guys from Zach J. This is A Shorty.
Hey shorty, what's your name? Hey Hey shorty, how was your day? Hey shorty, how are you feeling? I wanna show you that I am the realest. Hey shorty, what's your name? Hey shorty, how was your day? Hey shorty, how are you feeling? I wanna show you that I am the realest. I wanna smoke weed and write you a haiku. I really, 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 really like you. I hope you like me, cause I like you. And if you don't, then I'll probably have to fight you. Bitches always playing with my heartstrings. I don't know why, bitch, they ain't harp strings. I don't know why I fall in love with sharp things. I'm trying to make a change, but it is a hard thing. Everybody hating and degrading, flexing on the internet cause they think they're famous. I just want the love, man, fuck the rest. And if I'm feeling some way, I'ma say it with my chest. I'm blessed, but I'm pressed, cause this bitch I love just left. And I can guess, but I don't know why she chose to do me wrong. Well, hey shorty, what's your name? Hey shorty, how was your day? Hey shorty, how are you feeling? I wanna show you that I am the realest. Hey shorty, what's your name? Hey shorty, how was your day? Hey shorty, how are you feeling? I wanna show you that I am the realest. I told you at the start that you would hurt my heart, but I had to take a chance and I got burned. But at least I got my dad, bitch, yours is dead. I'm cold as fuck like your heart and that brain in your head. I gave you everything I had and you shit in my lap, but that's just the way of life. I know you feel real bad, I know you feel real sad, I know you broken, but I'm hoping that you can find the light, that you can fix your life, that you can do it right, cause you taught me, yeah, taught me how to love and taught me I was pure, but I ain't gotta do it with you cause you're weird. Wrote this whole song for you, then I scrapped it. This was a love song, it did a backflip. You're sleeping on yourself, bitch, get a mattress. I guess I can't help, so I'll state some facts, bitch. Hey shorty, what's your name? Hey shorty, how was your day? Hey shorty, how are you feeling? I wanna show you that I am the realest. Hey shorty, what's your name? Hey shorty, how was your day? Hey shorty, how are you feeling? I wanna show you that I am the realest. Love is pure, you are weird. It's okay, I'm happy now. Love is pure, you are weird. It's okay, I'm happy without. I'm not the one missing out. I know you'll hear this, no doubt, but please don't come back around. Please don't come back around.
Yeah, exactly. Like for me, I was 90s kid, so I definitely was all into the 90s hip hop, more old school, I guess underground hip hop, but it was always lyrics to me. And then when I found kind of mainstream switching as the years went on, going into a more auto-tune sound, mumble sound, like you said, it was all a club hit or like no important meaning to it. And then like J. Cole and Kendrick, Joyner Lucas is another one who I'm so happy are kind of like changing the way people look at mainstream hip hop to like younger ears.
It just sucks to me because even when I'm on the internet, I see kids, like even people in my age group, just totally disrespecting people like Joyner and all these lyricists. And it's like, how do you listen to someone like Jid and talk negatively about that? Like,
I know.
over here, he's got like 37 rhymes within 2 lines, and he's over here talking about the craziest stuff from his life. And you would rather hear people talk about the women and the drugs and the same thing over and over and over just because the melodies are fire.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's all the producers should be getting the credit, not the rappers themselves, because all, like you said, talking about just Xanax and
right,
sipping lean and popping Xanax, it's ridiculous.
Right,
and
exactly.
like you're saying with Joyner, what I find absolutely ridiculous, I don't know where I saw it, but a few days ago, people debating that Joyner Lucas was corny, and in my head, I was like, who the hell would come up and say that Joyner Lucas is corny? Like,
it's all the little white kids on the internet, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't even know that was a debate.
That's the same thing for Hobson. Like, I don't see how people could look at Hobson and
that's a perfect one.
Corny. He's over here telling stories on every song that are like super personal and super deep. And to call that corny to me just shows a lack of something. I don't know what, but
they can't understand it, I guess, so they make fun of it. That's the only way I can kind of look at it.
I think it's people who would rather not think about real life things. Like they're trying to, it's almost like we were talking about earlier, people are trying to escape. So they would rather feel good listening to a song than relate to a song because they're over here talking about what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. And I can see the point of that too on my end, because when I look at it, like if I'm drinking at a party with a bunch of friends, you know, I don't want the most intense lyrical song on in the background because I won't be listening to the words like when I would sit down with my headphones and zone out to an album. So I can see where like you can get the good vibe kind of club music, but to consider that better or greater than all these absolutely amazing lyricists is like not even a competition.
Right. There's a time and a place for everything, but I hate the way that people compare art.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny because like the one thing I do notice about the change of hip hop today, and I find is on the good side, is like it's not as judgmental as it used to be back, you know, in the '90s and stuff. You had a certain look, a certain swag to you, all that fun stuff. And you know, when I started off writing, I got the reaction, or rapping, I got the reaction like, "Hey, you're a white boy Canadian, like, you know, you can't." You know, I got judge a book by its cover kind of thing. What was like the reaction from like your peers and everyone when you started rapping? Because you have a totally different look than a lot of artists, and I mean that in a good way because it makes you stand out. But what was everybody's reaction when you started really going into it?
I feel like all the people around me kind of doubted me and told me like they didn't think it was something I would take serious, but I don't think they realized how much happiness it brought to me. Like literally just completing my first song showed me that immediately this is what I want to be doing because of how it makes me feel. And so I almost had to like prove myself to them. And then when I got to the point where I was doing well, at least in my opinion, they started hating on it, like saying that I'm capping in my music. And I don't know how much you listen to my music, but like right when I first started, I was talking about a lot more of the street stuff that was going on in my life because I grew up in Las Vegas and my life was pretty rough. And so I wanted to tell the story. But now that I'm not telling that story and I'm trying to transition into being a hippie because I've grown out of that, it's like, I don't know, people, they hate on it. So I actually feel like I kind of lost everyone that I respected just because I chose to follow my dreams and express myself. But it's kind of cool because at the same time, it helped me find a whole new community of people that I really love and respect.
Yeah, man, that's identical story to mine, really. I get from all the people I grew up with, even friends, I would started off like I would freestyle in high school parties and stuff where it started to really take off and get a name out. But now today, when I release anything, all these friends I grew up with and stuff like that, they don't really support or follow my music. I don't know if it's out of jealousy or they just don't like what I'm doing. But like you said, it led to this whole new community of people. We understand the grind of one another because we're all going through it. None of us is blown up. None of us are like super famous or anything. We're all just struggling. We love to do this, a passion. And yeah, basically that's it.
Well, that's like my favorite way to brag, to be honest, is like, all right, bro, I know that I'm not. So if I'm not and I'm doing better than you, what does that kind of say about your situation?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's just, a lot of jealousy, in my opinion, best way I can put it sometimes.
No, and I 100% agree. And what bothers me is that I offered all the people that want to be doing what I'm doing an opportunity to do this at the level that I'm doing this. And I'm not like blowing up or anything, but if you go look at the people I work with, they're all pretty well-known people in what they do. Like I work with 21's producer. He's produced over half of my music. And
yeah.
I'm broke, dude. Like I can't afford what he really charges. So imagine if I could put other people on with the connections that I have, but then when I offered them that help, they acted like I was looking down on them. And so it's like, how are you going to let your pride get in the way of an opportunity?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, the pride getting in the way, which is ridiculous because you're giving somebody kind of a way in that you didn't have. So you're offering them something that you worked to get. And yeah, I would have never turned that down.
I didn't even feel like I worked at it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did in a way because I know how to network and put myself in the right position. But I feel like I'm blessed to know the people I know. So I tried to offer those blessings to people and they acted like it was wrong. And I just think that shit's hilarious because I know deep down they want to do what I'm doing. They're over here throwing so much money at studio time trying to put albums together just to prove a point that they're more organized or whatever it is, when that's not going to generate them fans. I'm proud that I have a fan base that's growing and I've never been in a studio. So like, wouldn't you rather learn from someone who's doing it the right way than use your ego to propel you the wrong way?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, exactly. And like you said, I do a lot of my stuff in home studio, like almost all of it. And I'm proud of what comes out of the home studio and doing all this myself and going on this grind. I would not take back any of the failures I've had or anything, because it helped me grow and learn a lot more about this than I thought I knew at the time when I started it.
Absolutely, bro. And that's how you really succeed, is by getting up every time you get knocked down. But the thing is that when people dive in head first to prove a point, that their failure is going to hurt a lot more than my failures did. So it's going to be even harder for them to get up.
Yeah, especially when they're turning down all the help along the way.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me to see how people's ego will shape what they do. And I mean, I've been a victim to it too. Everyone has problems
Oh
with
yeah,
ego
of
at some
course.
point. But it's just wild to me to see when people won't admit it, because I'll definitely admit when I'm wrong. That's the whole point, is so you can grow.
Yeah, man, exactly. I agree with you 100%. And with all this you're doing, like, what is your like dream or your goal where you want to end up with your music?
I really just want to have a community big enough to make an impact based on the ideas that I have, because I feel like this world is in a really negative place. And if all the people that agree with what I think can help change some of these things, then we can all be happier. And it sounds like an agenda almost, but I feel like these things are common sense. Like, I was just tweeting about it earlier. How come it costs more to eat organic food when back in the day all food was organic? We literally overcomplicated life so much that now it costs extra to get what nature already gave to us.
Yeah, they're making you pay money to stay healthy.
Right. And it's like, I want to change the system so much so that people are just happier. I mean, we're the richest country, at least one of the richest countries in the world, but we have some of the highest rates of mental illness. What does that say about our how we feel and how money affects us? You know what I mean?
It's great that you're doing that, man, because there needs a lot more artists like you to, bring it out to the forefront. Like, one big one you mentioned was Hobson that you said, and that really struck me, because even I heard his latest track. I don't know if you heard it, with the music video, Your House or something like that, I think it's
Yeah.
called. That was like, just to put your goal is to more educate everybody, and it's not for selfish reasons. It's I appreciate that.
Well, and what sucks, it's such like a conflicting thing, because I feel like I almost have to use the system to break the system almost. And so it's like, I don't even want all the money and all the bullshit. I just want to be happy. But to really make the impact that I want, it's like I have to get rich. And that's kind of stupid, but it's how it's structured, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to get that initial audience to follow and to spread the word as well. And like you mentioned earlier on, was a huge thing that you were good at compared to a lot of people, was networking. And that's a big, huge fact out of all this, is networking.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Any artist or even entrepreneur, if you have something that you want to do, being able to talk to people and be cool with them and get your point across is going to change the world. Because I don't even like I'm kind of an asshole. I'm not even a great person. I just know how to talk to people. And so it's a skill that people overlook a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, talking to you now, man, you don't seem like to me, so thank you for
Well,
that.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm totally, I mean, I'm like everyone. I can be an asshole. So
Are you an asshole, or are you just honest? There's, that's a fine line between a lot of people, because you
Nah,
can be
you're right.
honest, but that can make you.
I think people tell me I'm honest so much.
Yeah, big time. I get that as well, man. Can be a little too honest sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't see the point in beating around the bush. Like, I want to see people win, and I'd rather hurt your feelings with the truth and sound like it than lie to you. Because in my opinion, I don't want to be flattered with lies. That's more offensive to me.
Yeah, they're just, almost treating you like a little kid,
Yeah, exactly. Well,
praising you for nothing.
At that point, it's selfish. You want to keep my friendship, or you want to keep me feeling good, so you don't want to say anything. You got to like stay on your toes almost because you're scared or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, real friends know that you can say anything to someone, and if they're a real person, they'll know you're coming from a loving place, even if it doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, because the one saying, like, if you're the one being honest with somebody, you're saying it from a good place, because you also want your friend or whoever you're telling it to learn from it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. All right, now it's that time to run another track from Zach J. Some more great music from this great artist. We're going to run a track called Inhale.
sipping they codeine while I'm hitting my Zopa next. They pass around the fucking blunt while they take the double cup to the neck. I just grab the blunt and I inhale, hoping we don't go to jail. I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. Whoa. Inhale. Inhale. I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. Inhale. Inhale. I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. I'm driving, I'm flying. The homies pass around the Zeus. We smoking, we vibing, we living our lives, but we don't know what to do yet. We not focused on the truth yet. We just trying to have fun. We smoking grams, yeah, we smoking grams, yeah, we smoking grams by the ton. So I'm stoned as fuck like a boulder with no burdens on my shoulders. I'm blowing problems out the window as the blunt continues to smolder. Time to go hit Roberto's. Put the car in drive, then I pass that. Put the car in drive, then I gas that. That's free food, gotta have that. Yeah, nobody understands, man. Nobody understands, man. I'm just living life in between the asthma attacks, man. And my homies sipping they pro meth while I'm hitting my Zopa next. I'm just trying to stay in the moment, man, but everything seems to bring me stress. Whoa. Inhale. Inhale. I just take a moment and inhale. I'm glad that I'm not in jail. Inhale. Inhale. I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. Zopa next keeps me moving, right? Cause my chest stays getting tight. Smoking bombs, smoking fucking flight. Every day, every fucking night. Side effects make me feel alright. Now I'm high as a fucking kite. Yeah. Now I'm high as a fucking kite. I want a ball, but I'm broke. Yeah, but I still got hope. Yeah, my homie saying I'm chosen while we eating food that's stolen. Oh well, yeah, that's the way that it goes. Yeah, I remember when the big homie used to buy me meals for nothing. That's the reason I fucking made it. I had other parents with no relation. They gave me meds, gave me Zopa next while my mom was at the bar fucking drinking. It's crazy how blood really don't mean shit. Yeah. Nothing ever really means shit, but it's cool. I just take a moment and inhale. Enjoy the moment, never look back. Yeah, I'm really glad I'm not in jail. I remember back in the day, everybody got locked up. I was the only one that was safe while everyone got caught up. But it's cool now cause they're free. And we smoking on Bomb Tree. And we rolling down, yeah, we rolling down the street. Getting Dutchess from Hot Babes. Then I roll it up and I smoke it up. Take another hit, yeah, I toke it up. Cause my homies all got they double cups, yup. Inhale. Inhale, I just take a moment and inhale. I'm glad that I'm not in jail. Inhale. Inhale, I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. The homies sipping they codeine while I'm hitting my Zopa next. They pass around the fucking blunt while they take the double cup to the neck. I just grab the blunt and I inhale, hoping we don't go to jail. I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. Inhale. Inhale, I just grab the blunt and I inhale. Stress, that's what I exhale. Inhale. Inhale, I just grab the blunt and I inhale.
Tuning into the time now. We're almost running out of the interview, actually, but I'm going to end with the segment I end all my shows with, and this is the Name Your Bars segment.
Okay.
So what this is I went through a lot of your catalog, a lot of your music, and I wrote down a bar or two from certain tracks, and I'm just going to read them out to you. No flow, no beat, no nothing. And I want to see if you can tell me where these bars, like which track they're from.
Let's see how well I know my own music. Let's go.
Yeah, there's been a few. I'm going to name off 5 of them for you. There's been quite a, well, I don't know, I guess 5 or 6 guests I've got perfect. And I think the lowest somebody's gotten was 2 out of their 5, but I'm not sure on that.
I don't really even listen to my music, so we're going to see.
All right. So first one here is, I'm just trying to do me. I don't care what you think, and I put that on me.
Oh, bro, I know the song. Like, I know the flow, but I can't. Bro, I can't remember. That's terrible.
This one is.
I'm trying to remember what comes next. Oh, is that Make a Change?
No, it's not Make a Change.
Ah, damn. All right, what is it? Hit me.
This one is People Don't Want to Listen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do me. I don't care what you think, and I put that on me. Yeah, I'm just focused on cash. I don't care about that ass, but I still eat that.
Ah, bro, I should know that, bro. See, and I want to even brag about that a little bit. I don't know if you know who Einer Banks is, but I got him on that song with 21's producer, and I feel proud of myself for having people like that on a song, bro. There's some goats.
Yeah, man, of course. And I was actually going to mention that is going through a lot of your catalog is I noticed you had a couple pretty dope features along the way. So yeah, you definitely scored on those, and I hope there's plenty more to come.
Yeah, bro, you know how I do.
All right, second one here is I said let's get it twice. I'll say it 3 times, but I will not say it 4 because you're wasting my time.
Samurai Zach.
There you go. Yeah. Is that your latest one, or did you drop one after?
Nah, that's my latest song. I have some that's all finished, but I need to get my engineer on that shit. He's kind of lagging on me.
I said let's get it twice. I'll say it 3 times, but I will not say it 4, cause you're wasting my time,
And to take a little break from the segment quickly, I just wanted to ask, you going more like a single route, or are you planning an album?
It's really hard, bro, because the way that life has been hitting me, it's kind of been distracting me from the projects that I've been working on. So to keep the flow consistent, I've been putting singles out, but I do have a lot of projects in mind, like a lot. I'm not just working on one.
The single route's the way to go, especially in the meantime, because that seems to be the more popular route for sure.
Yeah, you got to keep your people engaged, man. I don't want to seem like a ghost.
Yeah, just drop like 2 things every year. You know, you got to stay on top and keep releasing.
Exactly.
All right, so you're you got 1 right, 1 wrong. We're going to the third one is I want to smoke weed and write you a haiku. I really, 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 really like you.
Hey, shorty.
Yeah, that line made me chuckle, man. I love that line.
Hey, I'm glad you with that. I felt like it sounded kind of cheesy, but I wanted to keep it because at first it was a love song. Like I wrote that as a super happy, upbeat song. And then when things went south, I had to kind of switch it up.
Yeah, no, when I heard that line, man, I had to write it down because that one just stood out to me for the whole track.
I'm glad.
I want to smoke weed and write you a haiku. I really, 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 really like you. I hope you like me, cause I like you. And if you don't, then I'll probably have to fight you.
Next one here is, yeah, this beat, I don't really like it. That's why I switched over to Bison.
Oh, that's doing our thing.
Yeah, that was a dope line too.
Williams, bro, he killed the feature on that one too.
Yeah, this beef shit, I don't really like it. That's why I switched over to Bison. I'm really just trying to keep the peace, but I still pack a punch like.
Yeah, I like that whole like cadence you used on that part for that track too. Even when you let out after that was something with a knockout like Tyson, and the way you put it together was dope. You good cadence on that part.
It wasn't like a big change, but I sent the original version to Ish Williams, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you should just change the way you flow this part, but keep the lyrics and everything the same." And that's pretty much how that whole song came out. It was because of him. So shout out to bro.
Yeah, man, that turned out great. All right, and last one here we got is I want a ball, but I'm broke. Yeah, but I still got hope.
Oh, I don't know if I know that one. I want a ball, but I'm broke. But I still got hope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the flow of it too.
Yeah, that's what's weird. It's like I remember the song, but I'm not sure.
Do you want me to let you know what it is?
It's Inhale, huh?
Yes, it is, man.
Yeah. That's an old one, bro. I haven't even listened to that in probably a year and a half.
It's a fucking kite. I want a ball, but I'm broke. Yeah, but I still got hope. Yeah, my homie saying I'm chosen while we eating food that's stolen.
I went through it. I tried to pick out a couple of your older ones. I like picking out the old ones, see if I can stump the people. But yeah, man, you did good. You got 4 out of 5.
Hey, I'm proud of myself. I'm upset that I missed the first one. I felt like I should have known. That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, that was a good one too. And the very first one as well. It's like, damn it.
Right.
All right, man. That was the episode. I want to thank you so much for coming on. I had a lot of fun talking to you. I actually learned some stuff actually talking to you as well. And I appreciate you coming on, man.
I thank you for letting me on here, man. And I'm glad that we got to talk too. If you ever want to have me on another episode, I'm more than down. And even if you just want to chop it up, man, I'm always here. Just hit me up.
Of course, man. Yeah, I would definitely do that. And I would definitely have you on a future episode as well. Going through the group, I'm trying to have new names for a bit, but then there will be repeat names. Or if you drop a project or an album, you can hop on for a special I've done with people. Like I did a Father Time special for Chronos and stuff like that. So just keep me updated and we'll definitely get you back on.
All right, bet. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
There we have it. Another episode, Bring the Bars, episode 21 is complete. I was your host, KC. Thank you to everybody that tuned into this. If you're on Freedom K Radio, you're listening there, and you want to catch up on older episodes, go type Bring the Bars on YouTube and subscribe to the channel. We also have another show on there called The Update. It's with video. It's kind of like a segment show broken up into a bunch of fun little segments like Freestyle Fire with C-Mac. We got some behind the scenes of people's studio setups, all that fun stuff. So go check the Bring the Bars channel. If you are listening on YouTube after it aired on Freedom K Radio, you can catch all the interviews live on freedomkradio.net, or you can get the app on the Google Play Store. It airs Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern and Thursdays, 12 p.m. Eastern. So you guys, if you want to catch it live or you're on a work break or anything like that, if you're watching on YouTube now, just tune into Freedom K Radio. But yeah, thank you to everybody that tuned in. Thank you to R.A.P. for sending that track. Congrats on winning that. Thank you, Zach Johnson, for hopping on. It was a fun interview. I had a blast talking to you, and I'd love to have you back on. But I was your host, KC. Before I let you go, I'm going to run a couple final tracks from Zach Johnson. Zach J, this is Doing Our Thing, featuring Ish Williams, and it'll be followed by People Don't Want to Listen. All right, guys, stay safe out there.
Wake up in the morning, gotta head to the stove. The homie just hit my phone, I'm just tryna blow. Where the fuck you at? I'm about to hit Habib's, I'll be back with the pack. I'm on board the highway, by Popeyes. If you wanna get popped, then pop by. I keep a stick in my pants like Malfoy, and I'm only smoking green like bok choy. Yeah, this beef shit, I don't really like it. That's why I switched over to bison. I'm really just trying to keep the peace, but I still pack a punch like Tyson. I was raised this way, yeah, the gang don't play. Now we're smoking flame in my place. If you want beef, then they got the fillets, but I'm in the back, flipping the packs. They got the straps and they sipping act, but I am just chilling, smoking, making stacks. I am really not as savage as them, but they taught me how to make all of my bands. Now I am rapping, not trapping. Look what has happened. I'm only 19 and I got shit clapping. I'm gonna change the game, just give me a year. Fuck on your bitch, I'm a nut in her ear. I came with the game, but I don't bang. If you want your, I got 4 strains. The homie the plug, he got cocaine. We're doing our thing. Gang. I came with the gang, but I don't bang. If you want your, I got 4 strains. You don't want no tree, he got cocaine. We're doing our thing.
You rolling dirt, I'm rolling gas. Whoa. And I don't pass. She coming first, I'm coming last. Whoa. Right on the ass. Just to be honest, your new shit is trash. I keep it real and still collect the bag. I'm spending money and make it right back. Chill with your honey and send it right back. Don't fuck with the coke, but I'll plug you in. Come by yourself, I don't trust your friend. Don't worry about me, cause I'm stacking cheese. Smoke till a nigga look Japanese. Living my life and you mad at me. Want some real shit that's whack to me. Always get the bag if it's passing me. And I'm taxing those who was taxing me. Fuck you and who you came with. You always yelling that gang shit. You always claiming you banging. Man, all these lies so draining. Ay, fuck you and who you came with. You always yelling that gang shit. You always claiming you banging. All these lies that you tell very.
I came with the gang, but I don't bang. If you want tree, I got 4 strains. The homie the plug, he got cocaine. We're doing our thing. I came with the gang, but I don't bang. If you want tree, I got 4 strains. You don't want no tree, he got cocaine. We're doing our thing. Yeah, Zach J. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They would rather see me selling drugs and going to prison. They would rather see me shooting people, busting these missions. But I would rather see me making stacks, all for the business. Yup, people don't wanna listen. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They telling me it's too gory, so they don't wanna listen. Well, I'ma do my own thing, cause you made your decision. You can't fuck with my swag, I throw you back to the past because I know I'm the shit. I'm trying to get all these bands cause I wanna be rich, but you don't wanna work at all cause you're lazy as shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to do me, I don't care what you think, and I put that on me. Yeah, I'm just focused on cash, I don't care about that ass, but I still eat that. What? People talking all that shit, I don't even know why it makes you sound like a bitch. I'm just trying to put myself on and maybe my clique, but when I try to help them out, they acting like I'm a dick. What? I don't even know why I try to help my fucking family and then I go cry cause they diss me, start to fucking ditch me, talk a lot of shit and that shit starts to get me. Yeah, I'm trying to get all this cash, they don't wanna be a part of that. I'll get a bitch on my dick like that, maybe that is why they're mad. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They would rather see me selling drugs and going to prison. They would rather see me shooting people, busting these missions, but I would rather see me making stacks all for the business. Yup, people don't wanna listen. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They telling me it's too gory, so they don't wanna listen. Well, I'ma do my own thing, cause you made your decision. I said you made your decision, I said you made your decision. I got all these fucking bands, that's a major decision. You don't wanna hang with me, cause I move with precision. Well, I don't wanna hang with you, cause you don't have a vision. Yup, I'm just trying to make a milli, and not just for me, I'm investing in my city. But when I tell the homies, they look at me like I'm silly. But I know I got fire in my chest like chili. Yeah, you're a plumber, that's a bummer. Wondering why you're broke at your mom's with a Hummer. Yeah, you got a grill and that shit looks nice for real, but you ain't paying rent, come on, what's the deal? Yeah, I'm smoking loud every day. All I speak is fucking truth, so it brings a lot of pain. If you don't fucking like it, get the fuck up out my way. But if you are open-minded, then just listen to what I'm saying. Yup, people don't wanna listen. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They're telling me it's too gory, so they don't wanna listen. Well, I'ma do my own thing, cause you made your decision. You made your decision. Yeah, you made your decision, bitch. You made your decision. And that's a major decision. I've been trying to tell my story, but these people don't listen. They rather see me sell drugs. They wanna see me in prison. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They would rather see me selling drugs, going to prison. They would rather see me shooting people, busting these missions, but I would rather see me making stacks off of the business. Yup, people don't wanna listen. I've been trying to tell my story, people don't wanna listen. They're telling me it's too gory, so they don't wanna listen. So I'ma do my own thing, cause you made your decision. Yup.